Hey guys, welcome back, and today I'll be telling you about the last race of the 2025 season. This was Abu Dhabi. Now, obviously this was the race where Lando had the advantage in the championship and he pretty much could win it, which he did. Even though he only finished P3, he managed to win it, because if he finished P3 or higher, he would win it regardless. Now, with him winning it, it meant that was his first ever win, and he broke the fact that Verstappen would win it again. Because if Verstappen won it again, that means it would be his fifth one in a row, which would be a shocker, because first of all, Max Verstappen is probably one of the fastest drivers on the grid. Second of all, Lando had been very consistent throughout the second half of the 2023 season to the end of this season, which is pretty decent, because like, if you think about it, let's say for example, because if you saw what was actually happening during the season, you had Piastri obviously doing his best, and then he managed to just slip off a bit, and then you had Verstappen from Zandvoort managing to create over an 100-point deficit from Zandvoort, which is absolutely shocking. And the fact that he managed to do it from his home Grand Prix, which he lost to Qatar, with the disqualification that happened to both McLaren in Vegas, which he won, it meant that Verstappen would obviously have a higher chance of winning the championship, but it was still really tight. Now, because it was just 2 points that separated both drivers, because since they removed the point for the fastest lap, which Verstappen probably would have gotten if they hadn't removed it, he would be 1 point behind Lando from the championship, and him also probably winning it, which he didn't. Now, this is a massive shock, especially because Lando had been racing since 2019, and that means it's been 7 years that he had not won a single championship, and this is his first one after 7 years. The fact that you managed to win your first F1 World Championship after 7 years of trying is absolutely shocking, especially after rejecting multiple major offers like Red Bull and Mercedes, which he did a couple of years back. Now, when Lando had won the race, even though he didn't really win the race because Verstappen won that race, it meant that would be the last time we will see DRS. Now, since DRS is gone and it's been there for about 11 years, it means that due to it being gone, it kind of just shows that DRS had probably been the most important thing that had happened ever since 2016. I think that's when it started. Not only is DRS going to be gone, but there's going to be new engine regulations and also new car regulations, especially because 2026 is meant to be silly season. Now, since the race ended with Verstappen winning and then a McLaren 2-3, that meant that Mercedes actually got second in the constructors. And also, this was the last chance for Hamilton to actually win a race in his maiden season. For Ferrari. Now, since he didn't win it, and I don't think he got an podium this season either. Due to that happening, a lot of Ferrari fans are probably mad at the fact that they signed Hamilton, hoped that they would get a better race, a better driver, instead of science. And look at him, literally over the age of 40, not even winning a single race. I'm not mean or anything, but it's just the fact that you tried for 24 races, and you couldn't win it, which is a bit of a shocker, especially because Hamilton's a 7-time world champion, supposedly meant to be an 8th. But to be honest with you, I'm not that shocked, because like, it's your first season, first of all, and second of all, he must like grow and like understand how Ferrari do it, because he'd been at Mercedes for longer than he's been at Ferrari. So how do you expect him to win a race if he's only been at Ferrari for 1 year? And also, not only that, Yuki Tsunoda did not finish in the points. That's right. He did not finish in the points on his last race for Red Bull. I know this comes to you all as a shock that this is his last race for Red Bull, but in a new video that I'm going to do later, I will explain what happened with the Red Bull and Racing Bull's like drivers' decision. Now, let's say it's your last race for an F1 team. You want to get in the points. You're gonna get replaced by a driver that you have raced against and also have raced with. It just shows that Yuki had been trying his best to at least get a point finish. Now, due to him not getting a point finish, I don't think he's happy about it, especially after it's his last race. And also the next time we're probably gonna see him is when one of the drivers calling sick, which is probably never gonna happen, especially because next season Yuki's a reserve driver. I'll explain that in a new video that I'm gonna do later. Now with that, the Drivers' Championship, which was what many people were intending, well, many people thought that Lando did win, which many people thought Lando was going to win. It just shows that Lando has a better chance at winning next season, even though next season is basically going to be silly season with all the drivers' contracts here and there, and all the cars and all the new regulations and everything. Now, with that, if, let's say, Piastri wins the next season, that will be his first one. If Verstappen wins the next season, that will be his 5th one, but not in a row, because he loses it to Lando Norris, who is really good friends with Verstappen. And also the fact that you actually managed to win a championship against Norris in last season but lose it to Norris this season is kind of shocking, especially because you won it 4 times in a row and then lose it. Now, next season it's going to be an interesting season, especially with all of the new cars, new drivers-ish, and also new principles as well. Well, see you in the next video.